What's going on, vinyl community? Dylan, aka the Record Spinner, coming at you guys to provide another turntable review courtesy of the fine folks at Retrolife. If any of you saw my previous two Retrolife turntable videos, then you already know what the company is all about. But to those of you that aren't in the loop, Retrolife is a relatively new company that combines the retro aesthetics of vinyl records into the trendy world of design, providing turntables that incorporate elements of both the old and new. They offer various turntables at various price points and styles based on the consumer's preference, whether if you're new to vinyl, aiming for vintage or modern aesthetics, or if you are a seasoned audiophile. Aside from turntables, they also offer a variety of accessories, speakers, and media stands. Retrolife reached out to me recently and asked if I would review another turntable of theirs, and that is the HQKZ-006. Out of the box, every component was packaged exquisitely in thick styrofoam and plastic cases, and if you are a seasoned pro at setting up turntables, this will be a true breeze. The platter has the belt attached to the bottom, which wraps around the motor spindle with some assistance of a piece of red ribbon, and to top it off, there is a felt slip mat to place over the top. Both the platter and straight tone arm are made of aluminum, and the latter comes equipped with an Audio-Technica AT3600L cartridge. There is a counterweight included with an adjustable dial to make sure the cartridge tracks at the appropriate force, which according to the manufacturer's manual is 3.5 grams, so it wouldn't hurt to have a digital gram scale on hand. Another interesting addition to this turntable is a 2-point cartridge alignment protractor, which goes an extra step in making sure your cartridge is properly aligned, especially if you intend on switching out and upgrading the already equipped and pre-aligned Audio-Technica cartridge. And to top it all off, the turntable includes a dust cover with the Retrolife logo across the top. The back of the turntable has a host of various controls. From left to right, there's a grounding post where you can connect to a receiver or external preamp, RCA stereo outputs, a phono/line switch which allows you to either use the integrated built-in preamp or switch to use an external preamp or receiver, a USB PC port which allows you to connect the turntable to a computer for digitization, power supply, the Bluetooth receiver function, and a dedicated on and off switch. To get this turntable moving, all it takes is turning the motor onto the start position, and the tone arm lever gently lowers the stylus onto the record. Aside from 33 1/3, you can also play 7 inches at 45 RPM, and just a matter of a switch using the speed controller. So what do I think of this particular turntable? I have to say that the HQKZ-006 very well could be the best turntable Retrolife has to offer. It boils down to how this particular model is set up just like any other reputable entry-level turntable out there in today's market. I say that in comparison to some of the other Retrolife turntables I have reviewed in the past. The UD-006 having dedicated speaker wire terminals in the plinth, and the R517 having built-in speakers. Having a turntable that you can integrate to a setup configuration of your choosing is truly relieving. So for the purposes of this review, I connected this turntable using the built-in preamp to my Klipsch R41 PM speakers, and the end result was more than satisfying. Now, to my ears, the built-in preamp did have a little bit of shrill in the higher frequencies, but if you have a component that allows for custom equalization, it is a quick and easy fix, or use an external preamp or one in a receiver. The glossy red wine wood finish looks classy to the eye, and paired with the retro-looking controls for the motor and speed, this almost looks like a time capsule of a former era of hi-fi. Outside of the usual operations, the Bluetooth connectability allows users to basically use it as a sort of wireless receiver, so you'd sync your digital device to the turntable, and depending on how it's connected via the RCA cables, you can stream music from there. And then the USB connection on the back allows you to connect the turntable to a computer with a cable that the manufacturer provides, where you can digitize your vinyl using software such as Audacity. I think the HQKZ-006 is best suited for those who are serious about getting into the vinyl collecting hobby and are not ready to settle on a Crosley or something of lesser caliber. The fact that certain components, such as the cartridge, can be upgraded along the way shows that this turntable will surely keep spinning for years to come. If you are inclined to check out Retrolife's products, be sure to visit retrolifeplayer.com and retrolifeplayer.us and get 10% off by using the code Dylan10 between both sites. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead, give it a like, and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video, and most importantly, keep the records spinning.